show. All right, first one coming in here from Tarius Moss. Byron Jones did not get hurt. His feelings were hurt. They said hamstring, I think is what it was for Byron Jones. I don't have an update for you right now. I'm sure we'll get it in the near future, but immediately after the game, nothing new there. Potato Master, the decision to go for it on 4th and 2 is so bleeping special that Jason Garrett would be in a psych ward if you kick the field goal. You're only down by 1 going into halftime. I actually appreciate Garrett being aggressive on that play, but what I don't like about it is the process. On 3rd and 1, what do we know about short yardage situations? You don't load the box. The Cowboys put one receiver out, load the box, then they lose a yard. Then on 4th down, they run this weird quarterback sweep, which requires your right tackle, a rookie UDFA, to get to Quinnen Williams. It doesn't work, go figure. I don't mind going for it. I hate the process and the play calling behind it all. I would not have mind kicking a field goal there, make it a 1-point game. I can live with that. I don't like the process that led up to it. All right, Eduardo Tamez. What is the chance Garrett gets fired? I assume you mean during the season. I don't know, man. Like, I hope they fire him, but I kind of think the Cowboys are going to give him an entire year. Hope I'm wrong. I hope that, even this comes out in a couple of days in terms of VOD, hope that the Cowboys already fired Garrett. I don't know if that's what they're actually going to do. I would say that there is a chance, but it's not that high. All right, Landon Baptista. Lincoln Riley, please. If I run the Cowboys, that's the first place I'm making my call. Especially because you cannot get Sean Payton anymore. Yes, Lincoln Riley is the first call that I make. He has proven himself at Oklahoma. I think that absolutely has to be the first phone call you make. You might not get him. It's a tough sell because Oklahoma is an elite job. But I am starting and ending my search with Lincoln Riley if I have my way. All right, Young Dead. Is the pass rush to be blamed for the pass coverage giving receivers and the quarterback time to get open, or is the pass coverage that bad? Let me pull up, give me 1 second here. Let me pull up the next-gen stats if they're out already. It is certainly a cyclical, that's the right word I'm looking for, relationship. You can't just blame one, you know? Like there are multiple things behind it. As I sit here, though, I don't think I have the Week 6 numbers out, but it felt to me like the Jets got the ball out pretty quickly in this game, that they did not sit around waiting for us. Okay, here it is. The time to throw. So this is great. Week 6, Sam Darnold's time to throw was 2.39 seconds. That is the 3rd shortest amount of time. Most pass rushers don't get to the quarterback in 3 seconds. You need a little bit, more than that. So there is some blame for the pass rush, but if the ball gets out quickly, that means your corners are getting burnt. That I put more of the blame in this one on the secondary than I do on the coaching staff in this one. Super chat from ACQ Austin says Eric Bieniemy for head coach. I actually don't like that one. He's not at the top of my list. I have no problem interviewing him, but look, that's Andy Reid's offense. Bieniemy doesn't call the plays. Reid's in charge there. There's some pretty noteworthy off-the-field stuff for Eric Bieniemy. I would look elsewhere, at least at the start of my list. Super chat from Gotham Guy says, I feel bad for Jason Witten. Came out of retirement just for things to be the same. He knew what he was getting into. Here's the other thing with Witten, by the way, guys. If Witten was good on ESPN, he wouldn't be back. He wouldn't be back. He'd still be there and be calling the games like Tony Romo is right now for CBS. He also left because it was an issue there. David Ratliff, fire Garrett and move up and draft a quarterback. I mean, look, I will entertain the idea of Tua or Justin Herbert. I think those guys have some really great upside. If Joe Burrow keeps it up, maybe I'll entertain that too. But your problem is not with your quarterback right now. I am all on board with firing Jason Garrett. I don't think that going and drafting a quarterback is the best idea. Here's a big reason why. The Cowboys' track record of drafting quarterbacks, it's actually pretty bad. Even with Dak Prescott, nobody saw that coming. The Cowboys wanted Paxton Lynch and Connor Cook first. That's not great. So you have a good enough thing in Dak Prescott. Is he elite? Is he top 5? I don't think so. I would rather keep that draft pick, invest elsewhere on defense and overall. I don't blame Dak for the past 3 games. I don't. I have a tough time finding reasons to actually do it. There are other factors at play here. If you want to explore it, I will explore anything. I don't think it's the best route, though. All right, Alfred Martinez, anytime as they stat against them, play us. Your season will turn around. Not sure what that was referring to, but thank you, Alfred. I appreciate it. Oh, here it is. Dak would be super accurate if our guys were 2 feet taller and have a half step slower. See, here's the thing, guys, is that statistically speaking, Dak Prescott is above average in his accuracy. Even this week, despite multiple drops, Dak Prescott was over 4% more accurate than the average quarterback. All of the numbers say Dak's better than average. Now, the results are iffy because of other factors here, but I'm not blaming this on Dak Prescott. Not at all. Eduardo Tamez Jr. Oh, this one hurts. Did we waste a draft pick on Trysten Hill? I want to give him more time. You guys know that I really wanted Juan Thornhill, who stepped up for the Chiefs, by the way. It is too early to call him a bust. With that said, it is not looking great, and I am tired of Rod Marinelli being in the draft room. Keep him out of there, because it was Taco Charlton and Trysten Hill. Hasn't been very good. All right, guys, make sure you are subscribed. We have almost 1,300 exactly watching live right now, and I know you're not all subscribed. So if it's your first time watching, or if you're just not subscribed for whatever reason, link's right there. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. We do highlights, when the Cowboys win, grades, film studies, mailbags, news, rumors, all of it for you. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. All right, Edward, next up here. Where do you think our teams need an upgrade with the first round pick? I think you have to look at the quarterback, or not the quarterback spot, the cornerback spot, as I misspeak, the cornerback spot. Byron's a free agent. AB's a free agent. You look at defensive line. I still think, especially at defensive end with Robert Quinn being a free agent, I'd explore tight end receiver. Best thing to go right now. I think you need a culture change. Got to go get a head coach. Destroyer Dog, if the Cowboys want to be better, what they should do, what should they do? We already have one idea, fire Garrett, but what else? I think it has to start with Jason Garrett. There's a lot of problems right now with this team. I don't know if there's any one magical option, but I think if you fire the head coach and make some overarching changes, maybe you'll end up having a little bit more success. I do want to get to that Jared Willis one if we can here. We'll get to that in a little bit. Corey says, we're screwed until Clappy the Clown is fired. That's a good nickname. That's clever, Corey. I don't know if that's out there already, but I'm giving you credit for it. It's smart. I dig it. That's where I'm at right now. Like, it's not going to change unless it changes at the top. And that begins with Jason Garrett, because you can't fire the owner. Better fire the head coach. Also, folks, like the video if you want Jason Garrett fired. I certainly do here. We got almost 1,300 watching. I say dump Garrett. Absolutely do it. There's no reason to expect change. It's been almost 10 years. It's been the same thing every single year. They're a 9 or 10 win team. If the quarterback goes down, they suck. It's on the coaching staff at this point. We know the team has talent. Jason Garrett, though, is not the guy to get the Cowboys back to the Super Bowl. Why would he be? He's had so many chances, I've lost count. Jason Garrett has to be fired. He is not the answer to the Cowboys' problems. All right, Dime Canning 86. When will Donovan Wilson be a starter at safety? At this point, when the new coaching staff comes in. Garrett's going to keep throwing out Jeff Heath. Several of you, I forget who exactly mentions it the most, but complacency with this coaching staff. It's accurate. They go with what they know, even if what they know isn't good enough. It was not really Jeff Heath's fault on the touchdown. That was more Cheeto, but Heath wasn't in great position. It's not great. All right, Eli Long, what do you think about Cedrick Wilson being moved up? I'm hyped. Well, since Randall Cobb's hurt again, as he always is, or often is, going to need more from Cedrick Wilson. I thought he played pretty well. I thought the penalty was BS on him. But, you know, I'm pleasantly pleased, I guess, in a negative day. There it is. A lot of Mungs. I was waiting for this one. Sign Dez. But why? There's no reason to bring in Dez Bryant. A, he don't like Jason Garrett. Well, let's make that clear. Dez, Garrett aren't on great terms right now. You have Gallup. Is Dez better than Gallup? The answer is no. Cooper, in theory, comes back soon, if not next week. Well, Dez isn't playing over Amari Cooper. He's not a slot receiver. He hasn't played much slot. He's an outside guy. I don't know where you put him, plain and simple. And he's not going to be ready right away either. He's still a couple weeks away. I don't see any benefit to it. Javier, for either side, by the way. Who can we sign as a kicker? I don't really care at this point. You can make some calls around. You can go get Kai Forbath. That'd be my first call. Again, Brett Maher is a symptom to a root problem right now with the Cowboys. Culverhouse wants to know, why didn't Garrett challenge the touchdown pass interference call? We're all in agreement was not pass interference. Tony Romo and even not Mike Pereira, whoever the CBS guy is, said not, or I guess it was Mike Pereira, not pass interference. Here's the problem, though. The NFL is not overturning pass interference penalties. It was not pass interference, but they were not going to overturn it. As dumb as it is, Garrett made the right call not challenging it. There's no point to it. All he would have done is lost a timeout. It sucks, but that's the reality here. Hippo Monster, a.k.a. Patrick the Star. If Riley is hired, is he calling the plays or is Kellen Moore? If Lincoln Riley is hired, I want him calling the plays. I know that's a lot to put on a head coach, first time in the NFL head coach. You hire Lincoln Riley because he's made every quarterback he's touched look fantastic. I'm having him calling the plays. I don't care what happens to Kellen Moore at that point. Also, shout out Jennifer Glass, who wants to know what shit I'm smoking to say Gallup is better than Dez. I don't know. My eyeballs? Pretty clear that Gallup's better than Dez Bryant right now. If you think otherwise, I don't know what to do with you people anymore. I honestly don't. Also, you can't spell Gallup right. All right, Carl Phelps, with the talent on our team, there is no reason we should be playing like this. Carl, spot on. There's no reason for it. And if it's both the offense and the defense, I tend to blame the head coach if it's both of those things at that point. Today's show is brought to you by Kashiyama, Kashiyama1927.com. Go check them out. Get a perfectly custom fitted suit at very reasonable prices. The same price you'd buy a normal suit from some of the other men's change there. It's Kashiyama1927.com. Go check them out today. By the way, if you get an appointment and you get that set up, we'll bring you on the show. Kashiyama1927.com. They're right here in Dallas. Wrestling Reality 27, sign Antonio Brown. Are you just trying to fuck with me, Dylan? That is what you're doing? Okay, stop it. Bring up good questions, producer Dylan. Blame producer Dylan, not me. Brandon Thompson, seemed as if you're running out the clock in the third quarter at times. They did run the ball a lot more than I would have preferred. Frankly, they put a lot of that clock in the third and fourth quarter when they should have known time was a factor. I don't love the conservativeness of the play calling in this one. I think that was a common theme we saw again this week. I don't know if they were trying to run it out, but I would have preferred more aggressiveness. And Ron here says trade for Odell. He's not available. And also keep your first round picks. I don't think that making a big trade here is the solution. I wouldn't rather do that. All right, Taurus Moss, we need discipline. Next. No, don't hire Mike. Jesus Christ, Dylan. Dylan, bring up better questions or you're fired. Should Joe Thomas see the field more? I see him making big hits and tackles at the line of scrimmage. I think so. He's played well. He should play over Sean Lee. Plain and simple. DJ for Timmy Dukeff. Why not hire McCarthy for head coach? Here's the thing about hiring a Mike Tomlin or a Mike McCarthy. It's the same. I don't mind interviewing them or exploring that option, but Mike McCarthy, Mike Tomlin, those guys have had great teams, and they couldn't do that much with them. Isn't that the problem with Jason Garrett? I don't think that's the solution there. I would much rather have a gamble and see what else happens. Let's go super aggressive, and if it fails, okay. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.